Welcome, guys, to another episode of the Otumba Adams Show. I am happy to have you guys here today. Okay, I was smiling. I was happy before I came live on the show. And how are you guys doing? How is life over there? How is business? How is work? How is the weather? Yes, talking about the weather. It has been raining cats and dogs for a while here, and currently it is raining. And I had to close all the doors and windows to my apartment because it can be freezing sometimes. Anyway, hope you all are good. Hope you all are doing exceptionally well in your businesses, in life, in whatever it is that like you hold dear to you. All right, my name remains Adams Olofemilajide, and this is the 55th episode, right, of the Otumba Adams Show, and it is with great pleasure I'd like to welcome you to another episode. On this episode, we'll be looking at how to profile your ideal business client. How to profile your ideal business client. And you know how we do it on a very good day. If this is your first time of being on the show, please put your name, your location in the comment section, and I would love to welcome you especially. All right, so while I'm waiting for you guys to do that, I would like to gist you guys about what's happened during the course of the week. On Monday, I was part of a team that created a virtual conference, and it was a success. The conference was Tax Inspire Conference 2021, and I was the tech guy behind the scene, and it was lovely. I wish I could actually show you what happened behind the scene, but anyway, once it is up, probably like I'll show snippets of it some other time. All right, so if you're watching me right now and you'd like to introduce yourself, please do so. Put your name, put your location. Let me know where you're watching me from, okay? For those of you that will come to watch this video live later on, please do not do it because it's always kind of funny having to see someone introduce themselves when the live broadcast is already over. But if you're watching me right now, you'd like to introduce yourself, you know how we do it, okay? I can see someone dropping the love emoji. No be love, I see me can't drop. Let me know where you're from, your name and your location. Thank you. All right, so we have Christiana from Akure. Nice to have you on the show today. Thank you for always gracing your presence on the show. All right, if there's any other person that is out there that would like to introduce themselves, please let me know your name and your location, and I would put your name up on the screen. Okay, so talking about the things that happened during the week. On Sunday, it was very, very interesting because, I am a Christian, for those of you that might not know, and I got to church on Sunday, and the next thing I was like I was going to do the Bible reading, like I nearly freaked out. As much as I talk here, like I am so free, I can gesticulate, I can jump and do everything else. Like I'm this reserved and quiet person that I tend not to like want to be in the spotlight. And I was asked to do Bible reading, and it was interesting. Hey, Mr. Emmanuel Babalola, Engineer Emmanuel Babalola. Engineer Emmanuel used to be my we served in Niger State together, and we were in the same platoon. It's been years I saw you, sir. The last time I saw you was during NYSC at the camp, and it's so good to have you on the show. Okay, so how do you profile your ideal business client? One of the problems I see with a lot of people that go into business is that a lot of them do not have an idea who their ideal client is. A lot of people enter business, and then the next thing they are trying to market to everybody and anybody that comes their way, which should not be. Believe you me, that would not bring your clients to you. Okay, if you want to get more clients, if you want to make more sales, you need to be able to identify who your ideal clients are. You need to be able to write it out and have a kind of template that shows you that, like, hey, these are the kind of people that I actually need. Now, I'm going to cite two examples, right? On one of the episodes, the last episode I had on the question and answer segment, somebody walked up to me and was asking me that I don't get enough sales, even though I put all my best, I create advertisements and all that. And I was like, no, there's no way you would do it the right way and you would not get results. that means that like something is wrong somewhere. And then it now took me further to asking the person that, okay, who are the people that have bought your product so far? She explained to me the people that have bought a product so far. And then I had to tell her that, like, have you profiled them? Right? I know that like I didn't go in depth into our conversation, but that is why I am coming up right now to, what's the word again? To talk in depth about profiling your ideal clients. Now, the other example I'm going to give is someone came to my DM on Facebook and offered to give me something for free. Now, I know that like the person was hoping that with her giving me that thing for free, I might be able to market for her. But the question is this: are my own audience her own potential clients? If they are not, then she gifting me something would be a waste of energy, a waste of time. So it is totally unnecessary. So today we'll be looking at how do you profile your ideal business clients? How do you profile your ideal business clients? If you're still there, you're watching me, and you'd still like to introduce yourself, by all means, please do that. All right, so let me get my notes up right now. And all right, so the first thing you need to do in trying to profile your ideal business clients is this. For those of you that have probably been in the business for a while and people have patronized you, right? You need to ask yourself, who are my best customers? All right? Who are my best customers? I think I'm supposed to write that down. So sorry, I didn't have enough time to do certain things. But anyway, the first person you need to ask is this: who are your ideal customers, right? You need to know them. Who are the people that have patronized you over and over again? Who are the people that have, from time to time, whenever you sell that product or you render that service, they are always in need of your services, right? Who are they? Now, if you can list a number of those clients that have actually patronized you, that have probably even told other people about your product and referred more clients to you, right? You need to like have a paper and like write it down. Who are the people that have patronized me so far? Now, it is based on these people that have patronized you that we are now going to create a persona of your ideal client, because these people are the ones that have been your backbone, as it were, in the business. Like they've been supportive. Your product has been serving a particular need in their lives, and as such, they are your best clients. Now, for those of you that might not have had, let's say, clients in the past, probably like you are just starting off. Now, what you could do is, one, try to look out for your competitors and then see the type of clients that have been patronizing them, right? If they are all within your niche, see the type of clients that have been patronizing them. You can even ask your competitors, that is if their own niche is complementary to yours, they are not really your direct competitors. You can walk up to them and ask them, who are the people that have been patronizing you so far? Because if your businesses are complementary, meaning that if they are patronizing those people, they could also patronize your own business. All right. Now, this goes for those people that they've never had any clients before. But for those of you that have had clients in the past, write out the names of the clients that are your super fans, right? Those that would always buy your product. And then also those that refer other clients to you, that buy your products and also refer other clients to you. Now, once you know that, okay, the next thing you need to do is you need to list out their most important attributes. Okay, list out the most important attributes of those customers that have patronized you in the past. Right now, we are going to be segmenting everything into different layers now. All right. The first part is their demographics. What are the demographics of your potential clients? Or based on the people that have patronized you before, what is their demographic? Okay. Now, the first thing under the demographics, we have what is their age range. Okay. You cannot. Okay. Let's say the people that have been patronizing you so far are people that are, let's say, they are older. They're probably like in their 40s, 50s, and 60s, meaning that if you are trying to profile them, you have to like put their age range from between 40 years to like 60 years, right? That is if your potential client is that, okay? You need to write it down and then like frame it in that sense. Then you ask yourself, what is their sex? Are they male alone? Are they female alone? Or are they of mixed gender? All right. You ask yourself, what is their sex? Then what is their job title and profession? Okay. It is really, really important because you are trying to like dig deep into the life of your potential client. So the next question is, what is their job title and profession? Now, once you know their job title and profession, write it out, right? Then at the back of your mind, ask yourself, how much do these people earn? Because let's say, for instance, you are selling a car, right? You would most likely you most likely would not sell to someone who earns, say, 50,000 naira per month, as opposed to someone who earns about 300,000 naira per month or 400,000 naira per month. It is obvious that like, this person that earns 400,000 naira per month most likely will be able to what's the word now? We'll be able to purchase what you're trying to sell as opposed to someone that is not earning a quarter as much. All right. So moving on, the next thing under demographic is their education level. Right. What is the education level? Are you selling to people that's probably maybe your service only caters for people that graduated from the university and they are working class, right? If it is not, then you know that like you don't have to sell to them. The next part is what is their relationship status? Are they single? Are they married? Are they divorced? Are they in a complicated relationship? Because I think there are some businesses that actually cater for people in complicated relationships, and you need to know all these things in profiling. Under demographic, I take it again: age, job title or profession, sex, how much do they earn, their education level, relationship status, their ethnicity. Very important, their ethnicity, because sometimes ethnicity, your ethnic group, determines if you actually purchase certain things or not. I would okay, no, it's not under ethnicity, it's under religion now. For the religion aspect, which is also under demographics, right? Look at it from this angle. One, do you sell pork to people that do not eat pork, right? There's a particular religion that does not eat pork. So would you want to sell it to them? Definitely not. And then there are some things that like other religions also see as taboo, and you know that like selling it to them is a no-go area. So you would make sure that like you don't sell it to them. So that's the first part, demographics. Now, moving on to the second part is psychographics, right? Now we've treated the demographic part of your potential clients. Now we're going to look at the psychographic part of your potential clients. Now, what is psychographics? Psychographics is the study of consumers based on their activities, interests, and opinions. I check this again. Psychographics is the study of consumers based on their activities, interests, and opinions. Okay. Now, when we talk about psychographics, what are we looking at in this sense? Right. Now, we are literally looking at their behavioral pattern. That is just it. The behavioral pattern of your potential clients. Now, under behavioral pattern, you look at what are their goals? Do they have goals that they set for themselves? Are they the type that like they are just like their goal getters? They want to be at the pinnacle of their career, or they are just the type of people like they're just laid back. If I can just have a car, that is all. I don't want anything else. I don't really need a house. I don't need the luxury of the world. Like, you need to know the type of goals that your potential clients set for themselves. All right. And the next thing is what are their pains? What are the things that bothers them, right? There are some people that like they are so mindful of the fact that like they do not want to buy inferior products. And if what you are selling is for the masses, they would never patronize you. There are some clients that if the price of what you're selling to them is not top notch, they're not going to buy from you because they feel that like it is cheap. And to them, they do not do cheap. All right. So you need to know this about your potential clients. Now, the next thing is, what type of lifestyle do they live? All right. Do they live a flamboyant lifestyle? Are they the conservative type of people? Are they the type that they spend money a lot, or they do not even spend money at all? You need to know this because it goes a long way to so it shows you if they're going to buy your products or not, or if they're not going to buy your products. Okay, what are their habits? Are they animal lovers? Do they love food? Do they love parties? Like all this kind of thing. And again, what are their interests? Do they like traveling, going on vacation, and stuff like that? You need to really really hone it down. Like you need to really break it down to know the type of people you want to sell to. Because take for instance, if you are selling a product to, let's say, a vacation related product, if somebody is not interested in going on vacations, then you are wasting your time. You need to know if they actually have interest in it, especially for those that are into the tourism agency and they are trying to get people to travel. For people that do not love traveling, believe you me, they wouldn't patronize you. So you need to know if these people actually have interest in these things. All right. Then again, another thing is, what are their values? What do they hold in high esteem? Everybody have values in this world, and sometimes what you sell may not be of value to the people that you're trying to sell to. And if it is not of value to them, believe me, they're not going to patronize you. So you need to ask yourself, what are their values based on what you are selling, right? Your values and what you're selling has to be in sync. Okay. Now, once you're done with that, we are moving on to the next part, which has to do with geographics. What location are they in? What area? What city? What country? And then also, what is their culture? I know we have spoken about ethnicity, but now we are now digging deeper. What is their culture? The culture, because now somebody may be Yoruba, right? And he's living in the north. Most likely, the person would imbibe the culture of the people in the north much more than his Yoruba heritage, or his mindset, his way of thinking would be like the people around his environment, the culture around his environment, as opposed to someone who is living in another location. Okay, so you need to put into consideration their culture, all right, their country, their city, their area. Then also we'll be looking at, and this is the last part, the socio-economic segment. And you need to ask yourself, are they from a rich background or they are from a poor background? Now, you cannot be selling bend down select, right? For those of you that are in Nigeria, you guys understand what bend down select is, right? Okrika, second-hand clothes, right? You cannot sell a second-hand clothes to someone who is from a rich background. It is like you trying to tell DJ Copy that that's Otedola's daughter, that I'm selling this shirt. This shirt goes for 30,000 naira. Like to her, she'll be like, damn, that's cheap. Like, I can't buy it. Like, I cannot buy it. Now, there are people like that. So you need to know if the person is from the upper class of the society, if the person is from the middle class, if the person is from the lower class, if the person is a skilled worker, or if the person is unemployed. It is very, very important, because I feel that there's still some businesses that can still cater for the unemployed, that can buy little stuff, especially when it comes to food stuff, right? They still have to eat. But if what you're selling is for people in the higher class, then there's no point in you marketing to people in the lower cadre. All right. Now, once you're now done with all these things that I have mentioned so far, I've spoken about the demographics, the psychographics, their geographic location, and their socio-economic segments. Once you've been able to write all the details that I have listed out, then create a kind of avatar, a kind of buyer persona, as it were. What do I mean by this? Let's say you can just create a character, right? A character of your ideal client. You can give that character a name. It could be a Mr. A or Miss B or Mrs. C, depending on what you filled out, right? Now, under it, you put their age range and their location, their interest, and everything else that I have mentioned so far. Now, once you've been able to list that out, when next you are trying to market your product to anybody, at the back of your mind, you know that this is the type of person I need to market to. So you are so focused, you are on the lookout for those type of people that actually need your service and not just every other person. Because it is a waste of energy for you to start going here and there trying to market to every other person. It doesn't work. Your business would not move that way. But once you are able to create a profile for your ideal client, believe you me, you would start getting the right set of clients for your business. I can see someone commenting right now. Hello, Junior Obazu. Thank you for being a part of the show. Junior was, you went to Lagos City College, right? You went to the same secondary school, I believe. Junior, thank you for being a part of the show. All right, so on this note, I have come to the end of today's segment. I hope you've been able to learn something tangible. And if you're just joining in, you can watch the replay and just go through it. The more you watch it, the more you're able to write everything out as I said, the better for you, because you'll be able to profile your ideal client properly, and your business is going to move from the level it is right now to the very next level that you want it to be. On this note, I would like to bring the show to an end, and thank you all for sticking with me right till the very end. My name remains Adam Sabafimila today, and have a lovely evening.